Right, time for the last clip from the Game Boy section of the first generation, or at least the last clip before I put in the credits. What she doesn't mention is that this is the only point in the game where we can't just pull back to the closest Nurse Joy in order to heal. And it looks like the battleground for their first one revealed just what type of Pokemon is most likely in here. You might want to rephrase that, because I'm pretty sure at least Gary beat you earlier today, and it's not like being an ice expert in the first generation means much of anything. The ice type is almost as underpopulated as the dragon and ghost types in this generation. Well, that 4-level difference certainly saved this guy. Too bad falling asleep to heal isn't all that great an idea when your opponent can do so much damage in a single shot. Sure, it's making us spend shots, but frankly, Razor Leaf has so many shots I doubt we're gonna run out anytime soon here. Probably should have just used Cut or Tackle just to be on the safe side, but either way, the first ice Pokemon didn't bother using any of the ice moves in its arsenal. This already feels far too easy considering we're several levels beneath the first of the 4. The one that's probably supposed to be the weakest. I know Phyllis has a type advantage here, but I somehow felt that the first member of the Elite Four would put up more of a fight. Are you kidding me? That potion didn't even heal half the damage we caused. Hell, we're so high leveled at this point that super potions just wouldn't be in any way meaningful with the amount of health and damage involved at this point. I think Jinx is the only genuine pure ice type on this team, so I may as well kill that ugly thing with fire. Seriously, I can't decide if the Stadium sprite or the Game Boy sprite looks worse. The basic concept is just bad. Phyllis, I'm pretty sure you're better suited for dealing with a Lapras than Garm is. Oh yeah, that's definitely a pretty durable dino, and it was the first one of Lorelei's Pokemon to actually try to attack us. Well, that was dangerously close to Phyllis getting one shot here. Still, that was a pretty firm win for us, even if one might say I'm under-leveled for dealing with the Elite Four, if even the weakest of Lorelei's Pokemon was several levels above us. Though it says something that we had to face so many Pokemon that much higher than us, and yet Phyllis only leveled up once. Mostly that grinding when you're this high level is excruciating, and there's no chance in hell I'm gonna do the level 100 tournament in Stadium. Not even sure why I thought she had something more to say there. wish I could praise your sense of style in this room, but unfortunately this game won't let you really have too much style in here just due to the graphics. Did you really have to do hoo-ha? I mean, seriously, as someone who grew up in the 90s, I now have Johnny Bravo popping into my head. Possibly should have just kept Phyllis in the front line for now. Nah, Neo was a solid choice for the second member of the Elite Four. Sorry, but I don't think Lee is gonna last any longer than Chan. Yeah, really hard to pay attention to the levels of these Pokemon that we're smashing through. Wait, a member of the Elite Four is outright repeating a Pokemon? That is just downright sad. Right, Neo, close things up for us. His one chance of causing damage and he missed. Such a shame that taking down the first half of the Elite Four doesn't feel especially thrilling, but maybe that's because Pokemon Stadium has spoiled me in terms of challenging battles. Hell, Lorelei was more of a challenge than Bruno, and that had more to do with the fact that our only anti-water Pokemon is weak to her specialty of ice. Not because she did anything genuinely amazing compared to her compatriot here. Right, seems the third member is going to be a ghost specialist, which really doesn't give her a lot to work with here. Place your bets, how many repeat Pokemon is she gonna have in her lineup? I'm sorry, is this supposed to show that a member of the Elite Four is wrong? Because based on everything we've seen in this generation, I can't find it in me to argue with her. If you're gonna pull a "your companions are there for more than just battles" lesson at the end, then actually let us do more than just battles with our Pokemon. And no, telling them to push rocks, cut trees, and swim for us doesn't count. Hell, the mini-games from Pokemon Stadium felt like that was going in a good direction. It's just a shame that we didn't have tailor-made mini-games for all the members of our team. I know, too much to ask, considering just how many possible Pokemon could be on our team, but still, that's just where my thoughts took me. Got no real clue why I sent Takanabori out against a Golbat, but I suppose this is a decent moment to use Ice Beam. Probably should have sent out Marbleback and just threw rocks instead, or kept Neo out there to keep on slamming with psychic moves. Still, if that's what Ice Beam does to a Golbat, then I don't have much confidence in what we're gonna be able to do when we get to Lance. Ice Beam is literally the only anti-dragon move we've got worth a damn, since Dragon Rage is pretty garbage. Well, at least Earthquake is still amazing against poison types. What does a snake have to do with ghosts? This game was certainly made before Voldemort really got a chance to build himself up as an undying and scary monster with a snake theme. So, only one repeat Pokemon when there are only 3 ghosts in the generation. That was better than I was expecting. Probably should have used Nightshade there. Right! 10 level advantage and we still managed to get a one-shot with Earthquake. Kind of shocked we didn't see a level up considering the level difference there. Still, at least we're gonna have to do some more healing before we go deal with Lance himself. Possibly overkill to use a max potion, but we have plenty to spare considering how few injuries we've taken going through 3 of the 4 Elite Four. And again, I see no real problem with them locking the doors behind us when we got no real reason to want to turn back. Well, I'll grant you that when I'm working on the commentary of this game, the Dragon type has more legendaries than most other types. But none of those legendary dragons show up in the first generation, and the type that has more legends is Psychic. So, I'd have been even more intimidated if the final member of the Elite Four had Psychics instead of dragons. Oh dear. I don't think Taki is going to do especially well against a higher level Gyarados. How in the hell are we faster? Sure, I know how EVs work to a degree, but it was never explained in the game, so it feels kind of strange that an 8 level difference and we're still outspeeding this guy? Oh, there's no way in hell we're gonna have enough ammo for Ice Beam to take down everyone on Lance's team. And of course, Lance is the only member of the Elite Four who uses a potion that fully heals his Pokemon, successfully extending the length of the fight. Our highest scoring ace just got taken down fighting the trainer I was expecting him to be the most impressive against. Oh dear! Son of a bitch! Of course the flying type cancels out the water weakness to grass. Why the hell didn't I bring an electric type for this fight? How the hell did Phyllis manage to survive a Hyper Beam, but it was a one-shot against Sakanabori, who I thought was Meteor? Are you kidding me? How the hell did we miss with Tackle? I'm really starting to regret not having an electric type on Red Team like I did with Blue. Still, Phyllis managed to take down the first of Lance's Pokemon, the first of 5. And Phyllis is in pretty bad shape with Takanabori out of action. Holy shit. Lance is such a leap in difficulty compared to the other 3 that it's not even funny. If you can stop upping your agility, you're already much faster than us. Oh, I don't feel we really earned that win on Phyllis's card, but I'll take it. Holy shit, I'm on the edge of my seat here. 2 Dragonairs in a row, and of course we somehow managed to miss Razorleaf, as this one starts doing the exact same thing as the previous Dragonair. I'm sorry, but did I somehow set off an exploit in the game I didn't know about, since I usually get to the Elite Four with what was Blue Team, the crew we haven't seen since we beat them after the 8th gym battle. Because I'm getting the feeling we are somehow cheesing this, and I wish I could say that was intentional so I don't come across as looking like an idiot. But at the same time, I really would have appreciated Lance just crushing me, since he most definitely has the power, and we stupidly do not have enough options for the second to last challenge of the goddamn game. No electric types, our one ice user was knocked out the instant the enemy got annoyed with him. And really, when Phyllis falls, our best shot is with Neo. Because unless he's going to keep using agility, I don't see how Marbleback, Kohaku, and Garm are going to be all that much use against Pokemon that probably have at least one water move. Just what does a rock Pyrannodon have to do with dragons? Right, had to happen eventually. You had a great run there, Phyllis, but to be honest, I'm glad you were taken down so we don't have to keep hearing that incessant beeping. Oh, it's a damn good thing we didn't need to take a second shot from that bloody fossil. If we actually win this battle, I certainly don't feel like I deserve it, and I'm sorry to our team for putting them through this underprepared. But holy shit, I was expecting the big challenge to be Gary at the end, not Lance just before him. How in the hell did I forget? Lance is a grade A badass that deserves all his accolades, and was rightfully champion in the second generation with little change to his Generation 1 team. That was a super effective hit! Well, at least we can take a hit in return. Thank you for the amazing match there, Lance. You make dragons everywhere proud. Just try not to use agility so much next time we face you. I don't feel like one, considering I thought we were gonna sweep you like the other three and we got pounded like that. Seriously, if he wasn't so in love with using agility, we could have lost the entire team. Considering the battle we just had, Gary had better be absurdly amazing to compare. Though maybe it's just the ironic fact that he uses more Pokemon types that makes him easier for us. We had no real answer for Lance's dragons, just like we didn't have any true answer for Sabrina's psychics. But we have answers for a lot of Gary's individual Pokemon, with the exception of his Alakazam and Gyarados. And, well, we have an Alakazam and Gyarados as well. Well, we're about as prepped as we're gonna be going up against Gary here. Let's see if our final match against him lives up to the hype. I'm sorry to say I didn't give a damn about powerful Pokemon when I was gathering this team, and outright avoided grabbing 2 legendaries on the way here. Still, I'm very attached to the team I managed to bring this far in. Kind of wish the game made me feel more excited on the way to this battle, but going right off the battle against Lance, I'm actually kind of feeling a bit hyped here. Well, let's see if Ice Beam redeems itself here. Granted, we're fighting at quite the level disadvantage, but it's still supposed to be a pretty damn good move. And it most definitely has proven itself better than Whirlwind, to nobody's great surprise. Nah, pretty sure Taki is hungry to bite at Gary's Alakazam again. Actually, kinda like that exchange rate considering the level difference. Yeah, figured that Taki wasn't taking a second win in this match, but it's still essentially 5-on-4 at this point. That extra armor didn't do enough, but to be fair, that Alakazam had barely any health left by that point. Oh, this is practically a meal for Phyllis. It's just hilarious how Gary feels less challenging than Lance, when it's so clear that he was intended to be better in every measurable way. Garm, I know it's far past breakfast, but here's some eggs and celery to eat. Oh, the difference in how much damage we're taking is hilarious, considering Gary has so many levels above us. You'd think I'd have done more to have an answer for his Gyarados, even if there wasn't really an amazing counter for his Alakazam either. Instead, there seems to be just an odd rivalry within the rivalry where I send our Alakazam against his Gyarados and vice versa. Okay, apparently Neo is doing less damage than I expected, even though we outright saw how Takanabori took that psychic attack earlier. Still, at least he used the rather underwhelming Dragon Rage in return. Right, Lance clearly knew how to use a Gyarados better than either of us. Seriously, how did Gary manage to beat Lance anyway? Want to finish off a second battle here, Marbleback? Whew. He may not have been the highest scoring member of the team, but frankly, it doesn't matter if you're the absolute top. Just that you get the important bits done when you're sent out there. Marbleback, what are you doing? Don't let this get dramatic now that we're down to his Charizard. And that does it! With 951 overall team wins, we've completed the Game Boy game, and I'm feeling enough momentum to try our hand at the Gym Leader Castle before starting on the credits. Yeah, I actually kind of feel sorry for you, since it's not like I give a damn about becoming the champion here. Still, even if the road to get here wasn't all that emotionally investing, it was still a fun enough ride. Wish I had a satisfying answer for you, but instead all you're going to get is the soul-crushing non-lesson from your grandfather. Seriously, he doesn't get the slightest bit of praise that Gary was the legitimate champ for possibly an hour or so. It's simply, you weren't champ when I walked in here, so you're barely worth any attention as I praise the kid you considered your lifelong rival. As a kid, I honestly didn't care about Oak doing this to his grandson, because I was so happy I won. Now, the praise he gives to the player feels more like it was directed to rub his grandson's nose in it, rather than actually praising our accomplishments over the course of the game. For God's sakes, he did something right if he managed to beat the Elite Four and be champion if only for a little while. And it's not like there are any in-game ways to treat your Pokemon especially kindly. Hell, the way I treated Red Team certainly looked kinda Spartan to me as I looked through the footage. Though I suppose the Spartans had their own idea of trust and love. Really feels like Gary deserved more. Seriously, you'd think that second place would also deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Not forgotten like it's just a pile of garbage. Well, not your grandson's exploits, apparently. And it's not like you're mentioning any of our accomplishments before we became the champ here.